Wowzers. It is almost...
This is power! Do-doom. 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 See, Kakarot, this is my new form.
Oh my Jesus.
You monster! Frieza! They didn't do anything! You fool! You fool! You dare mock me.
Yo, I watched that episode. I watched that movie with the Fridge Cooler where he resurrected that bird, bro. I swear I'm about to shed a tear again. When that music was playing, and then he just resurrected a bird, and then he was just like, "It's over for you." And he was like, "What?" And he just grabbed his arm, and he was like, "What?"
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes another beautiful episode at 4:20 a.m. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
We are the people of culture. Welcome to the people
We
of
are
culture.
the people of culture.
Whatever that was about.
We
So,
the people of culture.
So, as you can hear, we're going to go ahead and jump into it.
People of culture forever.
The subject of today is DBZ, Dragon Ball
franchise.
Z. Okay, actually, yeah, right. The franchise. The franchise. We're about to go through it. Everybody here is going to give their favorite arc and why it impacted them the most. Not just Dragon Ball Z. Take that back. The Dragon Ball as a whole. Dragon Ball, Super, GT, Cal jumped over the moon, whatever. All right, you said you want to start it off?
We'll go top five.
I'll say
off, Playboy.
My favorite arc is the Saiyan saga.
Wow.
Okay.
Man, the way them niggas fucked them boys up. Nigga, goddamn, this nigga punched a nigga's arm off, nigga. Like, how do you punch a nigga's arm off?
Bro, he was like...
Just the forearm, too. Like,
it was like what Tien said afterwards when he got his arm punched. Don't worry, guys. It'll grow back. What?
No.
What?
Bro, them
Like, they didn't get no explanation. He just said
ran
that.
through, bro. Them niggas touched down. Boom! Just nuked the whole city, nigga, with 2 fingers, nigga. Just wiped out a whole fucking city, bro. It was like
don't worry, Mr. Tien. I have him.
Killed himself for no reason. Now she got blew the fuck up.
Bro, that nigga like, it jumped in front of Gohan. No, Piccolo
that nigga Nappa was like, let me find the city G-spot.
It was how he shredded through a plane. He just flew through a plane and just started trashing.
Bro, that shit was wild. That shit, I can feel that. I ain't gonna lie. Once you think about it, like, nigga, that shit ramped up quick as shit
like,
in the
as
Saiyan
fuck,
saga.
nigga, like, these niggas touched down and niggas was dropping left and fucking
What is
right.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000? Come on!
That shit was great, bro.
How Goku finished Nappa off and just tossed him.
Vegeta.
Help me.
He threw it and killed him. Killed his homie. He's like, that bitch ass nigga.
Like, I'm good. I'm good around it.
Oh my God, that shit was very, very insane. And like, I don't know, I guess you don't think about it as much because it's the first saga and everybody knows like the first of most animes. Like, yeah, you know it, but then, you know, you just roll into other shit. But nah, they was doing some pretty savage shit in that saga. Like you said, punched a nigga's arm off.
If you think about it from watching watching Dragon Ball and then watching Z, because this is still like the first like 20 episodes, right? And they are getting slaughtered by 2 new people, bro.
Like, Dragon Ball was like PG-13,
and and the villain Piccolo joined, and they're just getting slaughtered.
Ran through.
Like the Cybermen killed Yamcha. What? No, like Yajirobe had to step in. And he had the legendary scene with Vegeta and Goku.
That fight against Vegeta was so hard though, bro. Like, that one of the hardest fights in the whole fucking series.
Goku was like, that shit was
These
hard.
niggas went through everything in the book. These niggas turning to apes, Spirit Bomb, Kaioken, chopping off swords. Nigga, it took Goku's son, Goku's best friend, and just some fat nigga who watched over the earth and shit. All these niggas had to help out.
And it ended with Krillin laying over like, I can end this fool. Let me do it, Goku. Let me do it.
Goku, bitch ass. Krillin, what? Actually, shout out to Goku, because if he did not spare Vegeta life, the series would have wrapped up very shortly after.
Krillin was like, I'm about to end this man's whole career. He had no more energy. He was just going to use the sword.
But
that was crazy.
Get this nigga.
The reason why I really like that shit is because I feel like this is really good storytelling. Because the Saiyan saga transitions into the Frieza saga so seamlessly. Because like the Frieza saga is a direct result of everything that happened in the Saiyan saga. That's why
it all
them
makes
two
sense.
together really just.
And you got my favorite Bulma, Afro Bulma.
Afro Bulma was
Afro Bulma.
Krillin had that girl that looked like Bulma too.
Yep. Oh, that wore less and went out more.
Krillin with the fresh white suit, bro. They don't know about how chill Krillin was.
I remember when that nigga was dressed up like Scarface.
He stood over that rock.
That nigga's leaning over the rock with the hat on. I was like, well, this nigga look like Scarface.
My nigga Krillin.
Oh, man.
I thought that boy was a kid for the longest.
I thought that he was a kid, too, until I saw Dragon Ball. And I was like, oh, this nigga been a kid.
Like,
What's your arc? Top arc? Are we going with just straight up top arc?
Oh, man. So, because, like, honestly, overall, mine spanned, but I'm going to just shorten it down. I'm going to say probably whatever time period that was, that segue between the Android saga to the Cell saga. Man.
No, that's a whole saga. Android saga was the whole saga.
That shit was fucking ridiculous. Because the Android saga, like, I liked it because I like animes when they have a consistency, but then they flip it. And like the Cell saga, it turned like
it felt like a horror movie.
It was like a horror movie. Like, nigga, like any other time it's all about power levels, but you had this nigga Cell trying to build his power. He was just going through stalking cities and like just eating everybody in the city. Bro, it was scary because that nigga had that tail. And the tail just goes in you and it liquidizes and just sucks it. Bro, that shit fucked me up.
They started out
Akira Toriyama.
Remember,
some stupid ass shit.
They started that arc with Yamcha being held up and put in a chest.
That nigga got impaled in the chest.
Dragon Ball is always about searching for things, right? This is the first time they were searching for an enemy they couldn't sense.
Yeah.
They didn't give off of energy.
That nigga knew exactly where everybody else was, but they did not know where that
Cell
was.
segued in because they were feeling their energy in places where people were dying. They were like, what's going on? I feel Piccolo, Vegeta, Goku, me.
That shit, it was like, hey, Goku's like 30 miles that way. But then they look at the bed and like, this nigga's right here though. Like, but
Goku had a heart attack. That was wild.
I feel Goku over there, but I feel Gohan. I feel, is that Frieza too? Like, niggas like, bro, like all this nigga, like, but I think the reason why I like this saga so much, like, do y'all know the story behind why it turned out the way it did?
Yeah.
They didn't like the villains.
Yes. I'm going to say it for the audience. So it started out with Android 19 and 20. I think somebody else came up with them. I can't remember. And then, like, I guess Akira Toriyama, somebody saw them and they wasn't satisfied. They was like, man, these the niggas? These the bad guys? These niggas are trash. I was like, bro, these niggas ain't scared. These niggas ain't, like, nothing intimidating about this fat ass clown nigga and this old ass geriatric nigga with this big ass tall hat on and a Mojo Jojo brain. Like, nothing scary, nigga. So they was like, all right, go back to the drawing board. But I thought it was dope. Instead of taking them out, they was like, we're just going to add more story. So then, all right, let's put in 16, 17, and 18 androids. Boom. And it was like, all right, they cool, they powerful. But these niggas are just teenage looking niggas. They ain't really intimidating either. And then it was like, all right, nigga, got something for you. Then it was like, all right, let's throw Cell in the mix. And it was like, Jesus Christ, nigga, what the fuck is that thing? Like, God damn, nigga, we're interested. And
but no, Cell was too ugly. They were like, yeah, you gotta make him a little.
Yeah, they made Cell too hideous. And then it was like, all right. So then, yeah, because, bro, the first Cell, this nigga come out, I've come to eat you.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello. and then you sense all these other niggas that you know inside of this nigga, and it's like, nah.
And he transformed to some dude that sound like he always got something in the back of his throat.
Bro, everything about Cell was creepy. That nigga flew. That nigga sounded like a chainsaw. Like, that nigga, every time that nigga flew, it sounded like a chainsaw flying through the air. What else did that, like, that nigga has so many creepy properties to him. It was like, all right, you gotta dial it back. That nigga's too much. That's overkill.
He opened his tail. They didn't really do much open the tail.
Yeah. Because that nigga had two modes with his tail. He could just stab her in the nigga. Or then he opened it and it just sucked down. Bro. And then you got to see in the inside of it, like, it looks like an asshole. Like, bro, Cell was fucking scarring. That
one had moments. If you think about, like, Super Vegeta, Buff Trunks, and Super Saiyan 2.
Yes.
And, like, really, like, underrated fight is, like, Goku versus Cell was so hard in the perfect Cell game.
It was. Actually, that arc also had one of the hardest fights, 17 versus Piccolo.
Oh, we can't forget about Was it 19? Was that the fat dude?
Yes.
19 versus Vegeta. I will never let you go. I was hoping for that. Take all that you want.
Bro, he ripped that nigga's arms off, bro.
And in the fight before that, Goku never got hit, but he was having a heart attack. Goku whooped him.
And then Goku's, I'm fine. You sure, nigga? I'm good.
That nigga sweat flying over there. Are you straight, bro?
Goku caught the itis, had a heart attack, got the sugars and shit. Boy, that nigga had heartworms like a dog.
Remember that dream he had when the android came in and just broke the necks of his wife and shit? I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Nigga had fever dreams. But yeah.
Oh, you had the hyperbolic time chamber and training. Like Vegeta was just succumbed by fire.
Oh yeah, and he was a whole ass nigga. He's like, I tried to rescue my father. He was in the fire. And the fire was too strong for me. Then I realized he was just trying to keep me back. I was like, damn. Vegeta, you a whole nigga.
But Trunks was stronger the whole time. And that buff form was so cool.
Bro, Trunks was somehow stronger low-key than that nigga the whole time.
But he was too buff.
And he didn't want to talk about it, too. He was like, I don't want to tell Vegeta I'm stronger than him because I know the nigga just going to get mad and I'm trying to bond with my dad. Very weird moments in Dragon Ball Z.
But then he got shot and Vegeta was like, my son! And lost it.
Lost his shot.
Then we got the legendary father-son command.
Father-son command.
Goku. Don't worry. It's all right.
Well, shit, the whole birth of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, like, that nigga ended up being broken as shit for that particular saga. Gohan after that was ass. I don't care. Fuck Mystic Gohan. That nigga ain't shit.
So this actually segues into an arc that I like, actually. So what you said, what I liked about the arc, because I was going to name a Dragon Ball arc for my favorite, is the Red Ribbon Army arc. And this was a continuation from a Dragon Ball arc. Right, so the original person that created Android, because there was androids and stuff in the original Red Ribbon Army arc, but he wasn't Gero. They would call him something else, right? And the interesting thing about that, the reason I like this arc in Dragon Ball was you didn't know how tough Goku was until Goku took down the greatest army. It's like if one little Asian dude was like, I'm about to fight Russia. And you like, bro, Russia got the toughest army, and he show up and whoop every Russian. like that was the hardest thing, and they all had powers, and they had assassins. Like Commander Blue, if he look at you, you can't move. Goku learned how to beat that, right? Then he had Silver, dude. Then he fought ninjas. He went to the battle tower. He went down in the water. Goku beat the whole army. They was just like, who is this dude? The Allied forces couldn't beat this army and one little Asian kid. Then he not only fought an android 8, they became friends. The Frankenstein dude.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how Goku's not like rich and famous though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
you say how he's not?
He's not famous, but he rich.
No,
he's rich now.
So Goku was known though. Like so
they
did
Dragon Ball Z.
But for 4 or 5 years, they just kind of like you forgot about Goku. But if you think about back in the Majin Buu saga, Piccolo didn't enter his name. He entered a different name. He was like, what did he call? He called himself something else. My Junior, right? Because he wanted to enter his name. So they knew him, but they did that weird, they dialed back power. So there was less dinosaurs, less flying cars. As time went on, they kind of like made the series different.
Yeah.
Toriyama kind of like dialed back how the series went.
Well, Piccolo was very infamous because that nigga took over fucking TV.
He was the ruler of the world.
Like niggas like should know these niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Goku like beat this nigga and everybody.
Well, he's in the book. He's in the books as world champion. But remember, after that tournament, they didn't have many tournaments, and then brought it back. And time changed so much. Hercule became the dude, and Hercule disproved everything. Remember? Oh, there's no such thing as power. As in everybody was accustomed to martial arts and powers. Hercule was like, no, that's all magic tricks. So he kind of made it
tricks.
So people knew Goku and stuff like that, but he kind of like, oh, that's not a thing. You know, however they fought martial arts.
Like world wrestling?
Yeah, like he was just kind of like Hercule's a real martial arts. All that other stuff, they were actually all cheating. Because remember, all of them, Goku won the tournament, Tien won the tournament, Master Roshi, Jackie Chun won the tournament. Yeah. You know, all these dudes won the tournament, and then they just kind of like, oh, these won tournaments, but we don't care until Hercule came. Because Hercule revolutionized and made money. Like, he changed the game. Because think about it, the richest people on Earth is Bulma and Hercule.
Yeah. And Goku don't got to worry about shit because he fuck with both of them.
Real shit.
And both of them know Goku gonna save the day.
Goku fuck with gods and God, man. He's
how many? All of them. Kami's God. Shenron's God.
King Kai
all
God.
of them.
Supreme.
Zeno God. This nigga got Zeno's like little number, bro, on speed dial.
Yeah, that nigga got God on speed dial.
Real talk, like straight up.
God of gods on speed dial. So yeah, Goku's a very Very well connected motherfucker.
Yes.
DBZ movies went so hard. They actually had like Pantera and like real bands was like playing the music, and that's what made like Lord Slug, Cooler, Broly. All those movies went so hard. Like I talked about, like when he resurrected the bird.
Yo, what is y'all's favorite DBZ or Dragon Ball, whatever, franchised movie?
Broly, hands down.
Broly for you.
This newest one? Oh,
first
yeah,
one.
yeah.
This first one.
Oh, no, this most recent.
It goes
Broly
first one
great.
or Cooler.
Outside of this
Cooler or
most
Metal
recent
Cooler? Okay, yeah, everybody pick one. Everybody pick one.
You gotta give me a second.
I already know who I'm picking.
It's gonna have to be, honestly, man, I think it's gonna have to be The World's Strongest.
Bro, that's when they did martial arts.
Yes.
World Strong. Bro, they really like Goku.
They really had fight choreography in that bitch. Yeah, bro.
Goku was like, whoo, he had a duck. Like,
Chris was running on the wall and
and like, bro, they went. Triamite was hard.
shit. Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Triamite was hard.
Was Triamite the one with the nigga that looked like Goku?
Turles.
Yeah, Turles. Boy, so many damn Goku clones.
It's like Cooler or like the first, like, I don't know. It's one or two Coolers or the first Broly because like, or Bojack. Bojack really went hard for me.
Bojack was kind of hard, yeah.
It's really like out of those four because like Bojack didn't have the music. That's when they stopped doing the music. But like I liked Broly movie because like it was just a fight. Yeah. Like he beat them. You don't really get a person beat multiple Super Saiyans. So as a kid, I was like, bro, the all Super Saiyan, and he closed, and you have Vegeta cry. We can't beat them. We can't.
They did Vegeta dirty in that bitch, bro. They had him like bitch stuff.
In all fairness, that nigga was getting mopped by Broly.
Super Android 13 had the hardest ending. Like Goku fused with the Spirit Bomb. That was the hardest ending.
Was that the one where that nigga turned blue for no reason with orange hair?
No. Oh, who? That was Android 13. That was his transformation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's the one.
Okay. With the hick accent, bro. Bro, he combined himself with the Spirit Bomb. That was so hard, and I thought that ending was really cool. I didn't like the Broly ending, but like the Cooler stuff, like that ending where like Goku defeated Cooler, and then Cooler was just like, I understand why my brother lost, and like because he was like he's a lowly Saiyan. I can't believe you beat, because remember the whole arc was he saw when Goku was leaving, like, we'll let Frieza deal with that blunder. Yeah. And then like Frieza got taken out. He's like, nah, that's not cool. Like that was so hard. And then like Metal Cooler thing was really hard. Like they fought Metal Cooler, and he had a bunch of them.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna pull this one off.
And it was like the hardest part was that fight where they were instant transmission it, and Vegeta got so mad, like stop, and he like shot at Goku too.
That sounds slightly familiar.
Because it showed, first time they showed like what instant transmission was, and it was just traveling through another dimension, fighting each other, and Vegeta can't do it, so once he saw them both stop, he blasted at both of them because he felt they were mocking him. Yeah. That was hard.
That's some Vegeta shit to do.
I actually remember that.
Alright, so...
What's y'all's?
My choice is Janemba.
Damn.
It had two of like my top
Hitler
5 characters
jokes
in it.
Got you. Hitler. Nazi
Hitler
jokes. It had Hitler.
Yeah, they fought Hitler in hell. That shit was funny.
No, on Earth. Remember all the hell?
Oh, them niggas escaped hell. Yeah.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Like, where that was hard.
That nigga saw Super Saiyan. That nigga almost creamed himself. Nigga's like, what is this about? But it had two of my favorite characters in it. It had Gogeta and Janemba. Janemba was just a mind fuck. Like, it was like this nigga, like, he doesn't teleport like other niggas. This nigga transforms into like bits and pieces. It was fucking
The fight was really cold.
Like, that nigga Janemba was on some other shit. I hated that nigga had the personality of Broly, but I like Janemba's moves and techniques.
And design.
Yeah, Janemba was cold. I was like, man, give this nigga like a cannon arc, please.
I really wish he did.
Like, that nigga had some weird ass abilities. I liked it.
It was a different type of fight.
And this nigga Gogeta was like killing niggas with glitter moves. This shit was weird. And he was like, here, go some Lisa Frank, nigga. And then killed that nigga with it. Boom. Killed that nigga with an overdose of Lisa Frank. So, I kind of like that movie for that. I mean, honestly, it's mostly just aesthetic shit. Like,
it was. That fight was different aesthetic.
The storyline was just, it was pretty rushed. Yeah. Like, oh no, a nigga fell in a vat and became a demon and somebody needs to tame him. It was weird.
It was real.
It didn't make no sense. It's like, okay, nigga. Somehow, some way that adds up. Whatever. You got cool characters out of it. Move on. Move the fuck on. So yeah, I picked that one for that purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which one would you say is the most trash though?
Ooh, it had to be one of the later ones. I would say I don't like the Broly movie was cool, but I don't like it for the simple fact like I feel like being Super Saiyan God, they shouldn't struggle with a person that was Super Saiyan. Like, I thought that was just so dumb.
That nigga Broly.
Like Broly should have also turned God to make it like okay.
Yeah.
Like it was just dumb. Like how, you can't compete with that. Like whatever Broly. Like they made Broly more OP than what he was.
That nigga was broken.
Then it was after the tournament power, but Goku can do it like the ultra. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that nigga still hadn't mastered it yet. Did he even mention it? Was it even mentioned in that movie?
No, it mentioned tournament power.
Yeah, I know in terms like they mentioned that new Broly movie. Did they even mention?
No, they didn't mention Ultra Instinct.
Okay. Yeah, see, that was kind of peculiar. I like the new Broly. I ain't gonna say like the movie, but I like the new Broly.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, new Broly was way better.
Because the old one, I hated the nigga. Like, he was just weird. He was like that nigga seemed like he eat paste or some shit. Like that nigga was so fucking goofy and weird.
Kakarot.
That nigga he was so fucking weird. Kakarot. I don't like your name. Like that nigga was weird, bro. He looked like the type of nigga that like that weird nigga at your school that like torture squirrels behind the fucking building or some shit. That was old school Broly. I was like, I ain't fucking with it. That nigga weird, bro. Exactly. The new one, he had more depth, he had more development, so I like that. But yeah, the rest of that movie was fan service.
Wait, what was Jamin's favorite?
Tree of Might. World's Strongest.
And what was your most trash?
Bro.
Did you name yours?
I don't have most trash. The ones that I assume was trash is the Broly remakes. Like, why would I see Metal Bio?
Oh, Bio Broly, so garbage.
That was a bad one.
I could just assume that's
that was a bad one.
That was like the only movie Curly didn't get knocked out. Oh, that was straight. Boo boo.
That didn't make no sense. Trunks peed on that nigga's head.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trunks.
No, that was on the second one.
I thought that was a Bio Broly. Where Trunks
so.
peed on that nigga's head.
No, I think he made it for the Bio.
I don't
know. Yeah, they.
I ain't watched this shit.
I mean, nobody's gonna hold it against you.
Yeah, on the cool. The movie started getting real trash. Lord's Slug was a cool one. The last movie was kind of meh. Nobody. If Goku can't do it, nobody can.
Was it
Wrath of the Dragon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was that.
Which one was that one?
Well, hit Ergon. It was with Tapion.
With the skull shit.
Tapion with the
the weird skull that like the skull that had the veins in it.
Yeah, and then he transformed into a cockroach.
No sense.
Then he transformed into a flying cockroach.
He transformed into a cockroach.
A flying cockroach, and that's when they kept doing the dragon.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Flying cockroaches are very terrifying. That's a formidable foe. And if it was a giant flying cockroach, yeah, nigga, that's pretty scary. That's scary.
If nobody can beat it, go.
I mean, that's what the series seemed like it turned into. Because I feel like they were trying to set up Gohan to take over, and then they were just like, nah, nigga, no gambles.
Apparently, it wasn't like popular, or like people didn't like it. The whole Gohan setup thing.
Really?
So I don't know if it wasn't he was popular, or like Toriyama was just like, you know what? It makes more sense that his human side and Saiyan side. He was raised more as human than Saiyan, and he became a family man.
They could have easily flipped them switches. Because now every new fucking season arc or whatever that comes out, you just like, when is this nigga Goku gonna finally start aging and slowing the fuck down?
Hey, how you feel that GT is actually still canon?
How is
because
GT canon?
Apparently, apparently Super takes place in between the last couple episodes of Z, because there was a time skip. Mm-hmm. There was a 4-year time skip, where a 4 or 5 year time skip, because that's where how old Pan was. And if you think about it, they've already talked about Oob. He's like 5 or 6. Pan's born. Bulla's Bulla's born. So it's kind of like all in between. Like they're still lining up. All the things are still accurate. Like they've literally referenced, because remember, only Goku knew Oob, and they already referenced Goku knowing Oob. And remember, when Oob turned 10, Goku knew of Oob and wanted to fight him and everything like that.
Isn't that weird to be a grown-ass man trying to beat up 10-year-olds?
I mean, a 10-year-old that was, he's resurrected from a powerful demon that blew planets up with him in it. Boo was so villainous that he teleported to the dead world. Think about how wild that was. He was blowing planets up until he found the power levels and then teleported. He's like, how is he in hell? Anybody know? How's he in hell? Why is this guy here? What happens if we die again? Tell us, damn it. And like they were like, I don't know, run. And he just started beating people up.
He said, oh no, run. Nigga said, what happens if we die again? Did we go to hell?
Like everybody was real freaked out. I was like, yo, can Dragon Balls bring us back again? Or is it None. Like, that was the scary thing. Like, Boo, if they didn't kill Boo, he was literally going to wipe everything. He literally was blowing the planet up with him on it, reform, go to another planet. He didn't take damage from his own attacks. Like, he took damage, but he didn't, like, lose stamina. Like, how do you defeat something like that? Right?
That shit wild.
Boo's broken. That nigga did the most disrespectful shit in all of the entire series. Bro. Remember when that nigga turned Chi-Chi into an egg and stomped on? I was like, damn, in front of Goten. Goten had to watch his mama die like that.
No, bro, that Vegeta thing, after Vegeta was like, he chopped the kids, Piccolo took them off, and then Vegeta like exploded to kill Majin Buu.
And still didn't kill that nigga.
No, that egg was definitely no disrespectful shit in the entire series. Like.
Bro, Chi-Chi walked up and slapped that nigga. That nigga just looked up like, oh, for real?
Do you like eggs?
Do you like eggs?
Boo did some creepy stuff. Like, he was just turning everybody to candy and everything.
And eat them niggas.
But then him and Hercule formed a bond that was real
Actually,
weird.
nigga, there's a mad amount of hidden cannibalism throughout Dragon Ball Z.
There was some...
a lot of absorption and eating of other motherfuckers.
That Super Saiyan 3 form is so probably, like, underrated transformation. Because that form... Because, like, Goku, like the transform to Super Saiyan 3, like, it was so wild how they, like, described it. Like, Goku had to revert back into a baby... to get these primal instincts back out of him.
Extra ass.
But he didn't but that form didn't really do much. Like, they didn't do anything after that form.
Yeah, they really didn't do shit with it.
But he transformed and did all that crazy stuff for the Super Saiyan 3. Goku was like, he talked different. And like, apparently, like in the manga, when they first showed Super Saiyan 3, there was barely any lines. It was supposed to show that Goku was shining so hard that he casted no shadow. Which I thought was hard. Like, Super Saiyan 3 was just that form. It was like... I felt like Majin Buu had like a few moments, not crazy moments. Like, it built you back hope that Gohan was that dude again. I'll remember when Gohan came back and he, I don't need to turn Super Saiyan.
That nigga was trash.
No,
fucking hated Mythic Gohan.
He gave Super Buu to work until Super Buu absorbed other people.
That nigga too cocky with his bitch ass.
Then Vegito got turned into coffee and beat him up.
Fucking nerd. Yo, real talk. Here goes another good question. Favorite Saiyan transformation?
Super Saiyan 3.
Super Saiyan 3 for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The best looking one is Super Saiyan 4. Honestly.
My favorite is SS4. I feel like it was a perfect combination between a primal, animalistic, like the great ape, and actual like more human.
I wish the 17 saga was longer.
Super 17 or what?
The Super 17 saga. I wish it was longer.
That used to be one of my favorite characters too. I really fucked with it. But are there any GT sagas that y'all niggas actually care about?
17 saga.
17 saga.
I didn't really watch.
I kind of like the dark Shenron saga.
That was it had some weird parts in it.
Oh yeah, it did. Some of them dragons was kind of dope though. Like that fire one was dope. The ice one was kind of dope.
Those were dope. They were dope.
Yes. The Omega Shenron, the one at the end, he was kind of cool. He was alright. Certain other ones were weird. Like what was it? It was like one that like spun real fast, so she looked pretty. But then when she stopped spinning, she was ugly and scary. Yeah.
That saga could have been so dope. It did it right, because I felt like that was a perfect way to end Dragon Ball, was them to fight against the Dragon Balls. Oh, you overuse it. It's dark energy. Yeah. I thought that was a cool concept. It's just, oh, how do we end the series? We end the series with them fighting, and then like Goku, the Dragon Balls combined into Goku, and Goku went off training. It's like, so is Goku God?
It seemed like it.
He's definitely a god. Like,
and then they referenced him 100 years ago, and Goku was still like, he was just adult. He was normal looking to his Goku Jr.
Just wish a nigga would.
Christ-like figure, really.
You say Christ-like?
Goku's a Christ-like.
Yeah, he rode off with the dragon. It was so weird because Goku like disappearing, like he fought old Krillin. Why did Krillin age so fast? Krillin wasn't older than Bulma. What is going on?
Yeah, see that series had so many. I think that's why GT was so weird. It had so many inconsistencies. Like shit, going back to the Omega Shenron saga, that nigga was bragging about stupid shit. That nigga was like, I can blow up this whole city. I was like, nigga, Nappa did that. Nigga, like, really? That's the best you got for Super Saiyan 4, nigga? Like, really? Dumb shit. Yeah. So, y'all niggas, I think there's a lot of potential in GT, but these niggas was just shooting shit out their ass. It didn't make sense at all.
Out of super favorite art, Trunks.
Trunks.
Out of Super. Cause that arc ended. That arc was hard.
Are approaching the end, my friends.
Name it.
Good night, y'all.